today on the Day One Podcast. I'm your co-host, Anthony. I got my co-host, Kyle. Say what's up. What's happening, y'all? Let's get this shit going, baby.
Let's go. The
We're back,
long
baby.
wait is over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Football is back.
Yes, it is. Welcome everyone into the Day One Podcast. You already know what it is. Football starts tomorrow. We are back. Okay, as you
And
already
better
know.
than ever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As you know, I'm Kyle. That's Anthony over there. I'm so excited for this shit. First, I want to go out and say we gained over 50 subscribers in less than a week.
Wild.
We increased our subs in 1 week by 25%. So
Crazy.
for everybody that's out there watching the videos, rewatching the lives, checking out the short content where most of you are probably from, appreciate it. Okay, we love it. We're probably going to hit 200 before the end of this month, which was the goal for us. So keep hitting the sub button, keep hitting the like button, and make sure you comment down below what you want to see moving forward. Okay.
Facts.
So, bro, how are you?
I'm fantastic, bro. I'm so excited.
Me too.
It's
I
been
can't wait.
such a long wait.
Yep.
We're finally back.
We are. Yeah, so we got a loaded show, okay? We're going to go through, we're going to look at all the spreads for this week as we did last year. We're going to pick every game, okay? And then we're going to give our top 3 locks of the week in a new segment called Lock and Roll. Okay? That's what we're calling it now, Lock and Roll. So make sure, you're paying attention, all right? Cuz
Lock in.
if you want to make money on FanDuel this season, you need to follow me.
Speaking of FanDuel, this show is sponsored by FanDuel.
No, it's not.
No,
No, it's not, and it never will be. It
practicing.
impresses me, bro.
I'm practicing for when we get the sponsorship.
It hurts my heart dearly that we're not, but it is what it is. Yeah. But anyways, spreads, we're going to start off with that lock and roll. Then we're going to put together the best parlay for tomorrow on FanDuel again. They really should be sponsoring the show.
For
They
real.
should be. But yeah, we're going to go through. We're going to give our top picks. Okay? And then at the end of the show, we're going to do another out of left field where we're going to be putting together a tier maker for QBs. So make sure you watch all the way through so you don't miss it. Okay?
And hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Drop a
Yes.
like.
Yes.
We're coming with it all season.
Pause.
No,
Pause.
no pause. All
No
facts.
pause.
All
facts.
facts. We're coming with it.
No curveball. No cutter. Just fucking gas. Yes, sir.
Just straight down the middle.
Yes. All right, bro. Let's get into this lock and roll.
Hell yeah. Let's get this up.
All right. What do you guys think of the new background? Okay, new layout. I had to cook for the beginning of the NFL season.
I like it. It's gas.
It is
Absolutely gas.
It's gas. And I've been working on my graphic play. So let me know what you guys think of the graphics down below throughout the show. Okay, just let me know. So, bro, do you want to get into it right away? Let's preview Thursday night.
Absolutely. I'm so ready, bro.
Oh,
I've been
God.
waiting for this all off season.
That's what I'm saying.
Our favorite segment on this entire program right here took us a whole year to figure out what to call it. But here we are. Lock and roll, baby. Week 1, we're going to go through all the matchups from Thursday night all the way to Monday night and everything in between. We're going to go through, break down each matchup, pick which spread we like.
Mm-hmm.
And my co-host is going to keep tally all season. And the winner gets drinks at the legendary scorecard bar and restaurant.
I feel like we should put something a little bit bigger on it this year. Than
What do
just
you
a
want to
drink.
put on it, bro?
You know how many drinks that we owe each other?
No, you owe me 2
No,
drinks.
you owe
I
me-
owe you dinner.
You owe me a dinner. You owe me 12 drinks. You owe me everything because I've never lost.
That's cap, bro.
Undefeated. Never lost. I've been trying to tell you.
We'll figure it out later, but let's not waste any more time. The first matchup of the year, tomorrow night, Thursday Night Football, the Detroit Lions taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead. What a matchup to kick off the season, bro.
I know. One of the most overlooked teams going into this season, going up against the Super Bowl champions. I love that they put the Super Bowl champion on Thursday night, by the way. I love how they do that because it's like it's a big kickoff because you have so much high expectations for that team specifically. Yeah, bro. Who do you think's going to cover and who do you think's going to win?
I think the Lions are going to cover.
Okay.
I think they're going to shock a lot of people going into Arrowhead, but I think the Chiefs win this game by a field goal. I can see it being an offensive grudge match. I can also see it being a defensive grudge match. The big question mark in this one is obviously Travis Kelce. We're not sure. He's officially listed as questionable for the game.
Yep.
Which is a huge blow if he doesn't play because, I mean,
yeah,
you're missing arguably the greatest tight end in history.
Yeah.
So who's Mahomes throwing to? You got Justin Ross, MVS, Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore.
Plumbers and electricians. That's what he's throwing to.
Yeah. Against a very underrated Detroit defense.
Yep.
A very underrated secondary. I think that is going to be one of the most underrated matchups of this game.
Mm-hmm.
The wide receivers for the Chiefs and the secondary of the Lions.
Yeah, they got some dogs out there. They don't have CJ out there. Because he's still hurt.
Oh. Brian Branch is the dog, though.
Brian Branch is a dog. Yep. He's going to take away a lot of things over the top, but they also don't have a receiver that can really go over the top. A lot of their guys that they got on the roster, like, this is going to be a lot this year, especially, is going to be a lot of 15 yards and in for the Chiefs.
It's going to be a lot of, they also have, Pacheco, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So, like you said, 15 yards and under, a lot of check downs. They're going to use running backs kind of as receivers. Yeah. But that's what makes them dynamic. They get it from receivers, their backs, Travis Kelce when he's on the field. So, yeah, I think, and switching over to the Lions offense against the Chiefs defense, we've been hyping up Jared Goff all off season.
Yep. I have him as a top 5 MVP guy. I think he's going to finish in the top 5. So
that's crazy hype. I ain't gonna lie, that is crazy hype.
But how I look at it is Jared Goff is the second coming of Jesus Christ in a dome.
They're not playing in a dome though, bro.
Not
playing in Arrowhead.
Not that night, but for the MVP case, they play 13 dome games and 9 of them to end the season straight.
Yeah.
So, say they start off 4-2, something of that nature, and then they rattle off 8-1 to end the season. You know what I mean? Like, I think they'll be clicking better at the end of the season. I think it's going to be more in the heads of the voters towards the end of the season because I think his numbers are going to be consistently better. Think about it. Like, when you look at a guy like Aaron Rodgers MVPs, you can't say anything about Mahomes last year because he was literally great in every game. Yeah. But both week ones of Aaron Rodgers' MVPs, he threw for under 200 passing yards and like 50% completion. So no one cares about that early in the season. Yeah. So I think Jared Goff could be a top 5. And with that being, I also have the Lions covering 5.5. Like you said, I think it's going to be a field goal game. I'm less excited about seeing the Lions in this game. I'm more excited to see because I'm really getting tired of people saying some shit about Mahomes, like he's only good because of Kelce, because they were saying that about Tyreek Hill, and now he's gone and they won the Super Bowl. Like, if he does put these guys on his back, not that they're bums, but if he puts them on his back and wins them this game, it's like, like now what? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's kind of like
yeah.
when Tom Brady won that playoff game against the Chargers in 06 with Taylor Gabriel and Dante Stallworth catching passes. Like, who?
Yeah. Yeah, and I was looking at the stats. Mahomes in 5 week 1 openers, he's averaging 326 yards passing.
Yeah.
And he's got an 18-0 touchdown ratio.
Wild.
And like 75% completion. So he doesn't lose in week 1s. Now, if he's not going to come out and throw for 360 and 5 tuds like he did last year. But if he has like a 285 3-tud game and they win, I think it's just another thing to add to the legacy of Mahomes. And he's like, you know what I mean? He's missing so many guys. His defense, he's missing his second and third best players on the team.
Yeah.
Anybody else, we would be thinking like, oh God, that's probably an L. The line only moved 1 point. The line was at 6.5 when Chris Jones and Travis Kelce were planning on playing.
Wild.
They only lost a point. So
it just goes to show how good the Mahomes Andy Reid combo is.
Facts. So I'm excited to watch this. I'm so excited to watch this game.
Oh,
just
man,
because
me
it's
too.
football. Just because it's football. But no, I do have the Lions covering. Probably 33-30 would be my guess for the game.
I'll say I'll say 31-28.
I like it. So, yeah, make sure everybody tune in to the Amazon Prime game tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We may or may not be live for it. So if you don't have Amazon Prime, we may do a watch party. Not sure.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Depends on if we'll get fired or not.
Yep.
We might get fired.
Watch party as in we're not going to show play-by-play the game, but we'll have it playing and we'll be reacting to it.
Yeah. Next game, bro.
San Francisco going into Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers at, I don't even know what the name of the field is anymore. Heinz Field, formerly named. I don't know what the name is anymore, but
not a clue.
Not a damn clue. Niners are 2.5-point favorites on the road. And the Nick Bosa news just dropped that he signed the massive deal, and it looks like he's going to play on Sunday.
Yeah, and let's talk about that first. So, 5 years, 170. That's a lot of bread.
That's like 32 mil year over year.
That is. It's the second highest annual salary for a defensive player. Aaron Donald holds the biggest at 37. But no, this is the biggest contract total money and guaranteed money for a defensive player of all time. I think he 100% deserves it. He's a top 3 defensive player in football, however you want to swing it, depending on what you're looking for. Mm-hmm. And he's a dog. He makes that defense run. I don't think they're going to really drop off this year because they have a guy like that. You look at guys like Micah Parsons and TJ Watt. Nick Bosa's in that class, and those defenses are so good because of those guys. Yeah. So I don't see a huge drop off from them defensively. And it's good. His status was up in the air for the game too, because he's got like a weird, every holdout this year has been weird.
Yeah, it's been so weird.
Yeah, like Chris Jones, he's been holding out, but the entire time he's been talking about, I'm going to retire a Chief. I'm going to be back for week 8. Like, bro is just giving his leverage away.
Yeah.
But no, he'll.
Then not Jonathan Taylor too.
Taylor, yeah.
All of these guys, it's so weird.
Yeah. So, but no, he's going to be back. If I'm picking, I like the Steelers to cover, and I'll take the money line. I think the Steelers get it done week 1. I love Mike Tomlin as a coach. At home, the Steelers are very hard to bet against when they're at home. Mm-hmm. I'd feel more confident about it if the spread was 3.5, because I could say it'd be within a field goal.
Yeah.
But what's interesting to me is the doubt with the Steelers. Now, I don't have them making the playoffs, but they could very well be one of these teams that are fighting for an AFC wildcard spot. So, and they're 10 times better at home than they are on the road. So I kind of like the Steelers to cover this game.
I do too. And the history with San Francisco, I mean, at least recent history, them in week ones.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It upset alert.
Facts.
It's a little bit of an upset alert. We saw the Bears last year, although different circumstances. There's a monsoon. Trey Lance was your quarterback.
Yep.
But defense was still out there.
True.
Right?
Yeah, very true.
Again, like you said, the Steelers are a hard team to beat at home. Mike Tomlin's a hell of a coach. I feel like this is a young, underrated, overlooked team.
Yeah.
That could get the best of the Niners on week one.
Mm-hmm. They could have 2 top 15 receivers at the end of the year too, the Steelers.
Yeah.
And Dante Johnson and George Pickens. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give me the Steelers to cover.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm with you on that.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Stop copying me. I'm tired of it.
Hey, you're copying me.
No.
All right, next game. Kind of a barn burner. The Carolina Panthers going into Atlanta to take on the Falcons on the road.
Gotta love that 1 p.m. time slot. Panthers at Falcons.
Just the most obsolete 1 p.m. game ever on the slate right here. Mm-hmm. Falcons are 3.5-point favorites at home. I'm going to take the Panthers to cover.
Okay.
These teams are very unpredictable when it comes to like their matchups together. Mm-hmm. And I could totally see this being one of those like field goal or less games that the Panthers are in.
Yep.
I'm not sure what we're going to see from the Falcons as far as Desmond Ridder. He's a huge question mark. Bryce Young's first game against whatever the Falcons have over there, which is not much.
Jesse Bates, Grady Jarrett, and a bunch of guys.
Yeah. A bunch of insurance agents, construction workers.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like the targets Bryce Young has in comparison to the targets that Desmond Ridder has at his disposal.
Yep.
So yeah, give me the Panthers to cover.
I like that. I'm kind of in a different situation here. I think the Falcons are going to cover. Reason being, I think there's hype around both the teams because of the young rookies that they have, but I'm going to take the Falcons because I think the hype around Bijan is huge. He got bumped up to number 1 on the depth chart after being listed as the 3rd running back.
Yeah,
but he's gonna be their starter. He's gonna get 25 carries this game. He's gonna run it down their throat. Pause. I like the receiving core out of the Falcons. My biggest concern of me not taking the Panthers is Bryce Young in week 1 kind of makes me nervous.
Yeah.
They have a lot of different pieces on that team. There's no consistency from last year on that offense. New quarterback, new running back, new wide receiving core, new offensive lineman, new coach. I think it's going to be ugly to start. So reason being, I'll take the Falcons. I still think the Falcons are bad, and I think the Panthers are probably better in long term. But
all right,
in this case, at home, you know what I mean. I like the Falcons to cover.
I respect it. Yeah, you're in your own building. Arthur Smith has been there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's really not going to matter at the end of the day. I think it could go either way. It's going to be obsolete.
All that matters is that drink that you're going to owe me. That's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I got an idea. Why don't every week? Because we plan on going out like almost every week, right? Every other week, every 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, just about.
Every week, whoever wins that week owes the other one a drink when we go the next time. And then at the end of the season, whoever has the best tally owes the other one a 24-pack.
Oh, crazy.
Deal?
I guess, bro.
What you been sipping on? What you want? I'll get you a Crown. I'll get you a bottle of Crown.
That's cool.
I'll get you a bottle of Crown.
Crown Rizzy.
Crown Rizzy.
Vanilla.
All right. Anyways, next game.
Next game. Houston Texans going into Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Ravens are 10-point favorites at home.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Wow. What are your thoughts on this college-esque spread?
That's a lot. My first thought that's a lot of points. This is kind of weird, but we've seen a lot that when there's big spreads like this, most of the time they're covered. I think it's like 62% or something like that. I'm going to take the Ravens to cover it. Mm-hmm. Same kind of thing I said with the Panthers, rookie quarterback. But I also don't think the Texans got that much better.
No.
Like, they really have.
In comparison to what the Ravens did this offseason,
yeah.
This should be like a plus-minus 15.
Yeah, but it's not even like that. I like the Texans team from last year, I don't think is that much improved this year. Like long term, it's going to be because of Will Anderson and CJ Stroud, but I don't. CJ Stroud's not a mobile quarterback. So I think standing in the pocket behind that bad interior offensive lineman, the offensive line, it's going to look ugly against the Ravens pass rush. So yeah, I think I'm going to take the Ravens to blow them out.
I'm going to take the Ravens to blow them out too.
Okay.
Good. I'll take like alternate spread minus 17.5.
You're a little wild for that. I will admit.
They could beat them by 20.
I think they could. They could. I wouldn't bet on it, but they could. Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing we're not betting on these. Like,
yeah. Also, just before we move on, I'm super excited to see OBJ back on the field.
Yep. First time in 2 years.
Football is better when Odell Beckham is playing. Seeing Lamar back is going to be great. I can't wait to see what they do with the passing game. Their defense is still really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Zay Flowers.
I'm excited too.
There's a lot of teams that I am willing to watch this year.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not willing to watch the Commanders. I'm not willing to watch the Titans.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to watch the Raiders, but almost every other team has something interesting to it. So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's facts. And Lamar's my fantasy QB in our little fantasy league. So
yeah, I play you week 1, right?
Yeah, we are head to head week 1, and I'm gonna kick your ass.
Kick your ass. It's an L for you. It's an L. Absolute L.
All right, next game here. Division matchup. Cincinnati going into Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not sure of. Is Joe Burrow playing? What's his status, bro?
I'm going to say he's playing. He's back at practice. He keeps saying, I'm not missing any time. I don't think they're going to hold him out if he absolutely wants to play. And they need to get off to a good start because of how good the AFC is, especially how good the Browns could be. Like, they don't want to be behind a team like the Browns in their division.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, they're good. I think they will win the division, but it's harder when you lose week 1. So I think Burrow's going to play. And I don't know if they're as good as last year. I think their record will be better because of how easy their schedule is, but they lost a lot on defense.
Yeah.
I like the addition of Orlando Brown as a tackle. But they lost both their safeties and they were both really, really good. Jesse Bates is really good.
Yeah, Von Bell as well.
Von Bell's good. So it's tough. If it's me, even if Joe Burrow plays, I kind of like the Browns to cover and win week 1.
Me too, bro. Me too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're on the same path right now.
Yeah, bro. The Browns are such a weird team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they seem to have such a high ceiling with the emergence of their quarterback, the guy that wears number 4.
Texas
Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper, Njoku.
Yep.
Like, that's a pretty solid offense. And then you look at their defense, and really solid defense as well.
Yeah. The Browns have had a loaded roster for so long, they just needed the quarterback. And I think Deshaun Watson gets better this year.
Whoa. He said his name. He said his name.
I made the mistake 2 shows in a row. That'll never happen again,
bro.
That'll never happen again. Do you think the Browns roll? Listen, do you think the Browns roll out a set this year called Texas Massage? I'm just asking.
That'd be crazy.
Just asking.
Maybe.
It's possible. That's the name of my fantasy team against my buddies at work. Texas Massage.
That's funny.
Yep.
If they do, that has something to do with you.
Yeah.
Now
but
that I know.
I do like the Browns. I think number 4 is going to be better this year.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb still one of the best running backs in football. Amari Cooper still one of the most underrated wide receivers in football. Their defense is really good. Again, like I said with TJ Watt and Nick Bosa, Myles Garrett is going to make that defense really good this year. They're another bro. The AFC's just loaded.
I know, bro. There's so many.
So good.
Half of the conference is just like so many really good teams.
Yeah, half the conference could win 10 games.
Yeah,
more than half. But
when we did our predictions, I had like half the conference at 500 or above.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see. But for this game, I think the Bengals probably win 12, 13 games.
Yeah.
But I think the Browns get over in week 1.
Yeah, and at home too.
Yep, and at home.
They, for some reason, the Bengals struggle with division opponents.
They do, and the Browns have had their number. Burrow is yet to beat them. So
yeah, it's the weirdest thing.
Yep.
Moving on, Tampa Bay going into Minnesota to take on the Vikings. Another barn burner, in my opinion.
Yeah,
the Vikings are 6-point favorites at home.
I do say though, if this game is on, I will watch it because I want to see Baker. I still have the thought in my mind of how he played with the Rams, and after being in the building for 36 hours, and then he won that game. I still think about that. But I'm excited to see Baker with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and all that entire offense. He's got a lot of weapons.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I mean they're going to be bad, but he's got a lot of weapons.
Yeah.
And we'll see if Justin Jefferson starts off the campaign to break the receiving record.
Facts.
Yeah. Who do you like?
Who are you riding with?
No. You go first.
All right. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one. These are two bad teams.
This is a perfect line, I think.
So, for real, this is the picture perfect definition of a mid-off.
Facts.
This is a mid-off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Vikings are definitely
the Buccaneers to cover.
Really?
They're not winning, but give me them to cover.
I like it. Why?
I think the Vikings get in a domestic dispute with them and win by a field goal.
I like that. I'm going to take the Vikings. It is a pretty big spread for two bad teams.
Yeah.
But Justin Jefferson's going to eat them alive. TJ Hawkinson's going to eat them alive. They lost Devin White. I mean, they didn't lose Devin White. Devin White's hurt week 1. But yeah, it's I think it's going to be a pretty ugly game, to be honest. I think I could see a score of 28-17, something like that.
I think it'd be even lower than that.
It could be, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just think 21-17.
Yeah, it's hard to predict scores nowadays because I feel like every game could be in the 30s because of how loaded every team's offense is. But
yeah,
that's not how it is. So, but no, I like the Vikings to cover, probably win by a touchdown, maybe a touchdown and a field goal. I just think Jetta's going to eat, and that's all.
Yeah,
that's all
I can see they're just way too talented to drop.
Mm-hmm. Even though I haven't missed,
seen weird shit happen in week 1, so who knows?
Facts. Mm-hmm. Another terrible 1:00 game coming up.
Arizona Cardinals going into Washington to take on the Commanders. Now listen. Let me talk for a minute because I got beef with this motherfucker Jonathan Gannon. Listen, I know you're watching. Fuck you. Okay? I heard what you said and you know what you did in February. He opened his fucking mouth talking about, oh yeah, if I was a D-back coach in the situations with the goal line breakdown on the 2 swing passes in the Super Bowl, I would have coached it differently. Bro, You weren't the defensive coordinator. You should have been coaching that shit, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
No way this man's letting his DB coach call plays in the Super Bowl.
Bro, like this man should be in death row for fraud and stealing a bowl. This man is an extortionist, a serial criminal. He should be on the America's Most Wanted list for what he did in February. I will be betting against the Cardinals
until further notice.
Until further notice. As of today, September 6th, 2023.
Yeah.
I'm betting against the Cardinals this entire way. Give me the Commanders at -20.
Yeah.
Sam Howell throws 4 touchdowns. Terry McLaurin has 200 yards receiving. They eat the Cardinals alive.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, give me the Commanders to cover. The Cardinals are a dumpster fire. I think the Commanders sold out week 1. There's a lot of hype around the new ownership and the team overall. Sam Howell, he's looked good in preseason. Terry McLaurin looks like he's going to play week 1. He's dealing with that turf toe, but I mean, they got a good offense, good defense. It's not great, but it's a lot better than the Cardinals right now.
Agreed. Now, I don't feel like this is weird to say, but these are literally the only 2 teams in the NFL that nothing about them interests me at all. Like, there's not a single player that I care for. I hate Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray's a joke. He doesn't give a fuck about football.
Yeah.
Bro dressed like that dude from The Longest Yard to practice. That threw me off a bit. And there's nothing with the Commanders that's really interesting other than, like, I mean, I guess Terry McLaurin, but, like, it's not. I don't think it's going to matter because he's got Sam Howell throwing him the ball. So, with that being said, though, I will take the Commanders to cover as well. I think they have. I mean, I feel like there's 20 teams that are going to have a top 5 defense this year. The Commanders are definitely an above-average defense. Yeah, like they don't have a guy, but they've consistently had like really good defenses ever since Ryan Kerrigan has been there. Up until now, they've been good. So, that being one of the reasons. I mean, who the hell's playing? Josh Dobbs is starting for the Cardinals.
Joshua Dobbs is starting at quarterback. He's throwing to Rondale Moore,
Marquise Brown, and James Conner's running the ball behind that bad offensive line, bro. Commanders by 50.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Thank you, bro.
It's not looking good.
The opposing team by 50 until further notice against the Cardinals.
Facts.
They might be the first team since the Browns in 2017 to go 0-0. They might go 0.
They do. Nah, I think Kyler Murray will them one game at the end of the year. He'll will them one game. I don't like him, but the guy's talented. He'll will them a game.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
I think they're going 0. Fuck Jonathan Gannon. Fuck Arizona.
Bro, imagine
they're not winning a single game this year.
0-8 bro, gets fired.
He's going to get his karma over for what he did in the Super Bowl. And then Caleb Williams is going to stay for another year, and they're going to tank for nothing.
Probably.
It's going to come all for full circle, and I'm going to love it.
Yep.
All right, let's move on. Here's a game that interests you.
Yes, it does.
Tennessee going into New Orleans to take on the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Saints in their own building by a field goal. I feel like this is one of those where you look at the spread and you're like, this is too tight. The Saints in their own building, they're a really underrated team overall. I mean, you look at their offense, Derek Carr, Jamal Williams, Olave, Michael Thomas, Jawan Johnson, Taysom Hill. Like, that's a matchup right there. And then what is probably going to be what really tilts this in the Saints' favor is their defense versus the Titans' offense.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Ryan Tannehill starting, but who knows? But again, they're just not as talented as the Saints. And in New Orleans, I think they're going to lose by double digits.
Probably.
So give me the Saints.
Yeah, I'm taking the Saints too, and we'll get into our locks of the week. But
That's one of them for you.
Yeah, 3 points against the Titans, who I think are going to be one of the bottom 5 teams in football this year. That's food. That's easy money. Bet on it. Bet on it now. I think Derek Carr, he's going to be another dark horse MVP guy. I think their receiving core is loaded. Michael Thomas as a 2 is great. That is a great receiving core. And it's deep. Like, they don't have a lot of talent after that, but it's a deep receiving core. They have a lot of options.
Top heavy.
Yeah. Juwan Johnson at tight end and Jimmy Graham's a good combo. Their offensive line's always good. Marshawn Lattimore's there, bro. Like, they've got so much talent on that team that it bothers me that no one's really talking about him. I guess everyone's questioning Derek Carr and coaching. I'm not questioning Derek Carr. Coaching a little bit, but
yeah,
I mean,
they got talent.
Yeah, but my whole thing is, though, of course everyone's questioning the coach, but what the hell did they have last year? You know what I mean? So like, Alvin Kamara is missing the first week, but Jamal Williams is a really, really good running back. He's gonna get his red zone targets. Is gonna be really good. So yeah, give me the Saints in this game too. It's not a real hard one for me. I'm excited to see D-Hop though in Tennessee.
Yeah, I might put money on that one.
I will be putting money on that one. All my locks of the week, I'm doing a parlay on them.
Bet. Next game here, the last of the 1 o'clock slate. Jacksonville go into Indianapolis to take on the Colts. They're 4.5-point favorites on the road.
Yep.
Anthony Richardson's first game. Shane Steichen's first game as a head coach. Calvin Ridley's first game as a Jag. There's a lot of things.
Yeah, a lot of virgins in this game.
A lot of
virgins. A lot of virgins.
Yo, bro. Whoa. Hey, yo. Time out. Time out.
Yeah. A lot of virgins in this game.
A lot of virgins. Whoa.
Yeah, well. I picked if you remember going back to our week 1 predictions for the show with Smitty and Cole. If you haven't watched it, make sure you go back and watch it. The first game that was slated, the whole thing, I took the biggest upset of the week. I took the Colts to beat the Jags. So with that being said, I'm taking the Colts to cover at +4.5. Do I think they'll win? Maybe not. I like Shane Steichen as a head coach. Anthony Richardson is going to do a lot of really good things this year. I think he's a better passer than Justin Fields was coming in, and he's just as good of an athlete. I love Michael Pittman as a receiver, another underrated guy. Mo Alley Cox at tight end is really good. They've got some guys. Their defense is good. I'm interested to see if their offensive line gets better this year. Quentin Nelson last year was way worse than he has been. He was an all-pro 2 years in a row. Last year, he wasn't even close. So I'm interested to see how that works out. But I think adding Calvin Ridley into the mix with the Jags, I think coming off of a super exciting playoff berth for them, I think they might get put in check a little bit week 1. I still have them winning the division, probably going 12-5. But this case, I'm going to take the Colts in week 1.
With that being said, I'm going to take the Jags week 1 at -4.5. I think their defense is going to be too much for Anthony Richardson to handle. Kind of the same reasons why you bet against Bryce Young and CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
In the previous games. Their defense is so underrated, bro.
It is.
They got an underrated front.
Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker.
Yeah, bro. It's so underrated.
Tyson Campbell at corner. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah. Doug Peterson's going to have them ready to play week 1. And it's another year for Trevor Lawrence to kind of step up and develop. And I think we're going to see a lot of that this game. I think, in my opinion, I think the Colts are food for the Jags. So give me the Jags to win and cover at 4.5.
I like it. You and I have this is our most differing opinion.
Facts.
So
Facts, bro. Listen, the schedule makers were like, they watched our pod last year and were like, come on, bro. They're just picking the same fucking games. We got to switch this up.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I agree with a lot of what you said. I just think
anything can happen on week 1. We've seen
I think the football gods right now are shining on the Colts. Because I keep reading the stories about Anthony Richardson. He spent 8 hours in the facility on an off day the other day, just putting in work for this matchup.
My thing about Anthony Richardson, my thing about him was watching him against the Eagles, second and third teamers. He looked okay.
Yeah.
He didn't look like phenomenal and fantastic. He was decent.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm worried to see what he's going to look like just straight up against a number one defense
Yeah.
like the Jags. I think they're a top half defense,
Yeah.
and I think it's gonna take some getting used to for him. So I think that'll be the difference in this game. I can see him throwing like 1 to 2 picks, maybe the sack fumble. I think he gets off on the wrong foot, but it's week 1. He'll have plenty of time to make it up.
Yeah. I think the benefit for him is there's very little tape for him.
Yeah.
There's very
that
little tape. Like, there's a lot of tape on Bryce Young and CJ Stroud because they've been taking first team reps since day one.
Yep.
I kind of like that, like that hidden agenda. And I like and it's a division matchup. I think it's going to be close already. So,
yeah, fair enough. We got another division and matchup in the 4.
Before we do that, I got to shout out my boy Lyric. Okay. My buddy Lyric.
Shout out.
That's my buddy Matt's son. He's watching the show right now. So shout out, homie. Appreciate
shout out,
you
brother.
Watching. Shout out. All right, continue.
All right. 4:00 time slate. Another divisional matchup. We got the Rams going into Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Seahawks are 5.5 point favorites at home. I'm riding with the Seahawks on this one. Cooper Kupp's not playing. He's out for week 1.
Yep.
The Rams just have too many holes. They have so many holes, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You cannot tell me that Cam Akers is the answer.
You ain't got enough fingers for
them
holes
that
on that
Van
team.
Jefferson is going to look like the second coming of Justin Jefferson.
Yep.
Their defense, other than Aaron Donald.
Yeah, they don't really have much.
That's it.
John Johnson's back.
I think the Rams are going to be a bottom 5 team this year. How you talk about the Titans? I think that the Rams are going to be a bottom 5 team. They got a lot of young, unproven guys, but nothing that really flashes off of the paper and makes you go, "Wow, this guy is a difference maker." Like, I don't know, but. In Seattle, division matchup, Seattle is already a hard place to play, and they've gotten tremendously better over the offseason too. I think they're going to come out week 1 and do their thing. So give me the Seahawks.
I like that. I'm going to take the Seahawks too. I think you're definitely you're way too low on the Rams. I mean, the Rams have a lot more holes than the Titans, but at the same time, again, quarterback, wide receiver, great.
He's not playing though, bro.
I know, but
He's
for
hurt.
the season, listen to me. For the season, okay? Great wide receiver, great quarterback, great defensive player always leads to decent amount of wins. So I like them to be better than the Titans. But with this being said, though, I do think the Seahawks week 1, no Cooper Kupp. Geno has to put on that cape again. He's got to prove it again because I'm sorry, 7 years doesn't cover 1 year. Like, I mean, 1 year does not cover over 7 years of bad, okay?
Here we go.
This man got knocked in the mouth.
The Geno Smith propaganda coming out.
Bro, I'm tired of it, okay? Listen, if he goes out and throws for 300 yards and 2 tuds, I'll shut up. How's that?
He's going to.
But he's got to do it more than 1 year, okay?
He's going to do it on Sunday, and you're going to come here with your tail behind your legs and say, I was wrong about Geno again.
I'm going to be hanging from a tree with my tail. That's how hard I stand on that, okay?
All right.
But no, I agree. Seahawks probably to cover this game, win by a tud.
Yeah. Next game here. Eagles going into Foxborough to take on the Patriots on Tom Brady jersey retirement night. May I add. Eagles are 4-point favorites on the road. I'm running with the birds, bro. Come on.
Oh, I'm not surprised,
what are you talking about, bro.
Wow. Who would have thought?
Come on, bro. Listen.
Who would have thought?
Bro, no.
But you're right.
The Patriots offensive line is really where I go to immediately. Not that they're bad, but they're beat up, they're injured, so they're going to be worse than they were before. And they struggle with mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah, they do.
Go Birds. Yes, sir.
Go Birds.
They struggle with mobile quarterbacks. I think, we haven't seen a lot of, the first team in the preseason. I can see that, like, kind of how the Lions game was last year, being one of those things where
choppy the first 3 quarters. Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, when you look at that game, Jonathan Gannon in the defense.
Here we go.
They let the Lions back in that game. This is
You're
a
telling me
completely
the Geno
different
Smith
regime.
propaganda. How about the Jonathan Gannon propaganda?
Hey, listen. It's completely warranted given the
It's
circumstances. Your Geno Smith propaganda is it's copium. Anyway, listen. This game will be over in the fourth quarter, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Eagles are going to spoil the Patriots' Tom Brady night. It might be a good little first quarter surge, but we've seen the Eagles against inferior teams in the second quarter of games last year. Just absolutely wreak havoc, and I think you're going to see a lot of that again. Yeah. Although the one matchup I am really interested to see is our receivers versus the Jones family.
Yo, they got all Joneses on that
For
team.
real. Jones, and Jones, bro.
And Christian Gonzalez.
I'm interested to see because they're pretty solid.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, it's going to be so hard to stop this offense.
Yeah.
So give me the Birds, bro. Go Birds. Can we get another Go Birds in chat? Go Birds.
Yeah, go Birds. With that being said, I agree with everything you said, except I am going to take the Patriots to cover.
Of course you are, bro, because you're just a hater.
I know, I'm not hating. No, listen, I think the Eagles will win. I think it's a much closer game than people are thinking. Bill Belichick has a history of dominating week ones, okay? And people say, oh, week one's not a bye. Yes, it is, because the preseason was 2 weeks ago. Week one is a bye. Belichick off a bye has an 85% winning percentage, okay?
Yeah, but Nick Sirianni's good off of a bye too. So what's your point?
Yeah, but with that, he's great with that loaded roster off a bye. Listen,
we're all off of a bye, bro.
Everyone's off of a bye, but the Patriots, I can't bet against Bill Belichick week one. Yes, sir. Go Birds.
I am.
Listen, I'm not picking them to win, but I do think the Patriots cover. I think it's a 3-point game.
Well, that's fine. You lose your money, bro.
I'm not
losing
my money.
You go ahead and do that. You can go throw your money in the incinerator. Go ahead.
All right, that's fine.
Go for it, bro.
I think the Patriots cover. Eagles win a close, hard-fought game. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. Probably somewhere around 24-21, maybe 21-17, something around there. Okay?
That's 4.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 4. That it's a draw at that point. Mm-hmm. But
I think this is a 7 to 10 point game.
I think you're going to say that about every team you go up against outside of the Chiefs.
I might, bro. We'll see. We'll see.
I just think it's hard to play in Foxborough. You're going up against a Belichick-led defense. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of Zeke anymore, and Ramondre Stevenson's basically Zeke. But those two together, they're going to run the ball a lot, just like you guys are. Low scoring. I don't think there's going to be enough opportunity for it to be a blowout because of how much both teams are going to run the ball. That's another thing too. So,
yeah, we'll see. Yeah, don't hate, bro.
I'm not hating on the
You
Eagles,
are
okay?
hating, bro.
You guys are winning the game. I just don't think you're going to cover the spread. Okay, relax,
Bro sat out here and said you got to worry about Bill Belichick and the Patriots. I'm not worried about Mac Jones against this defense. I'm not worried, bro. A statue quarterback.
Okay,
he's gonna throw 2 picks.
Okay.
And get sacked 5 times.
That's cool. I ain't tripping.
And you mean to tell me that this is still going to be a 1-point game?
I ain't tripping at all.
You tripping.
I'm not tripping.
And it's cool.
All right.
It's fine. We get it.
It's fine.
Another game that you'll be like, man, bro, I was wrong, bro. It's cool.
Whatever.
Stay on your side. Stay on my side.
I'm staying over here. Don't you worry.
All right. Next game, we got the Raiders of Las Vegas going into Mile High to take on the Broncos. The new look Broncos. The Sean Payton drill sergeant led Broncos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Stop kissing the baby, Russell Wilson. Stop kissing the baby.
Yeah, bro. Man. Give me the Broncos at -4.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to come out swinging week 1 and against a Raiders team that's an absolute dumpster fire at home.
Yeah.
The Raiders they might be the worst team in football this year.
They could be. They
right next to the Cardinals. I completely forgot about the Cardinals. I don't know how, but they're going to be competing they're going to be having a tank off.
Yeah.
This year.
Facts. Tank off.
I mean, you saw the Chandler Jones stuff that came out, how he's working out at a local gym. Like they can't even let him work out in the facility.
Yep.
And the GM and the head coach are just kind of like, yeah, we're not going to answer your phone calls, bro. That is fucked up.
That is wild.
Craziness happened in Vegas, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Broncos as a whole are just way too talented to lose or even be in a domestic dispute with the Raiders. I think this is a double-digit game. I think Russell Wilson looks a little bit like his old self, not to the extent, but I think he will look sharp. I think the offense will look sharp. I think the defense is going to look super solid.
Yeah, it's possible.
And this is one of those games that we'll talk about in a little bit as far as locks of the week.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little bit indifferent about this game. I'm going to take the Raiders to cover, not to win again, but I think they'll cover. One thing we're forgetting is the Broncos are missing Jerry Jeudy week 1. I think that's big. KJ Hamler becomes their 2. Okay. And I'm sorry, KJ Hamler is not a 4 in this league. So, and they also lost Albert Okwuegbunam like 2 weeks ago. He's their tight end 2 behind Adam Troutman, who's one of my breakout players this year, by the way. Lock in. But I think it's going to be a little bit closer. I think Jimmy G and Davante Adams will get off to a hot start together. I don't think the team wins, obviously. But, I mean, as bad as the Raiders are going to be, I think they're going to put up points this year. I mean, they've got a guy that can distribute the ball at a pretty good level. You know what I mean? He's an accurate passer. He's a statue guy. He doesn't lift your team, but he doesn't bring your team down. Yeah. I think Davante Adams, Hunter Renfrow, Josh Jacobs, they've got some guys in that offense. I think it's going to keep them close. And again, I think it's going to be a field goal game.
Yeah.
I have the Broncos making the playoffs, but I just think it's going to be close. Week 1's weird. It's always weird.
Yeah.
Like Russell Wilson, this is his second system in 2 years. It's kind of hard to do that. Yeah. Josh McDaniels getting comfortable in Vegas until he gets fired at the end of this year. So,
facts.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be closer than that.
I don't.
3-point game.
But that's fine.
That's cool. This one's a toss-up, in my opinion. Well, maybe not for you. You think it's a lock, but
yeah. No, I mean,
which we'll get into.
It's just they're just dumpster fire. Their defense is just awful.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the deciding factor for me. Like the Broncos defense and the Raiders offense is going to be a good matchup, but I think the separator is the Broncos offense against the Raiders defense.
Yeah. I think that's the separator for me as to why they'll win. So,
yeah, that's why I have them at -4. I think that goes over the edge for me. But
I don't hate the pick. I got no skin in the game. I don't care about the Broncos till week 5 when we pummel their teeth in because Sean Payton talking dumb shit. By 50. Yeah.
All right. Next game, another division matchup. We got like all the division matchups for week 1.
Yep.
Packers going into Soldier Field to take on the Bears. This is practically a toss-up. The Bears are 1.5-point favorites at home. I'm riding with the Bears at home. I think Justin Fields is going to come out. He's going to look good. Maybe he won't, he might throw a bunch of screens, but his guys are going to do their thing. I think their defense is they're severely underrated. We're not sure what we're going to see from Jordan Love. I mean, Christian Watson and Romeo Dubes did not practice today with calf strains. So that's a big blow for the Packers offense. You're already thin-ish at wide receiver, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got your top two guys not suiting up for practice. Like, it's not a good sign.
Yeah.
I think the Bears, they did a lot in free agency.
They did.
They brought a lot of guys in, a lot of solid guys on the defense. At home, I think it's a lot of hype around the Bears. Give me the Bears.
Okay. I don't hate it. I'm going to take the Packers. The Bears are going to be a bad football team this year because they don't have a quarterback that can throw.
All right, get your Justin Fields propaganda off. I'll give you 5 minutes. I'm going to time it now.
No, I'm not going to do 5 minutes. Just real quick. Justin Fields can't throw a football. He was statistically the worst passer of all time last year. Of all time. Okay? So even if he makes a big jump, he's still bad. Okay?
Listen, I'll take mid-passer, all-time rusher.
He's not going to be mid. He's going to be bad. Because he was horrific last year.
I still think that's enough to beat the Packers, though, bro.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, bro.
It's not. I'm sorry, it's not. The Packers have a good roster. Okay? They have a good roster outside of receiver. I will admit that. They have a good roster outside of receiver. They have a really good running game. I like their defense. Darnell Savage, Jair Alexander, Kenny Clark. They've got some guys, okay? I think it's going to slow the Bears down. Who's running the football for the Bears?
Justin Fields?
Not him. The other running back. Who's running the ball?
Deontay Foreman and Khalil Herbert?
Great. That's awesome. Good for them. 60 yards on the ground, maybe. But, I don't know. All right, okay. Lyric. See you in a bit. You'll see you in a bit, homie. But no, I think Jordan Love, I think he's going to be a better quarterback than Justin Fields this year. I'm saying that right now.
I don't.
Jordan Love will be a better passer than Justin Fields this year. Okay?
All right.
And I also think the whole wide receiver, I think they were just trying to give those guys rest because they both had a calf strain on the same day. Most guys usually take off Wednesday practice if they're going to take a week off, like a day off. So, you know what I'm saying? See. I don't really see them being hurt. So,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But no, I think the Packers cover and obviously win because the Bears need to draft the quarterback.
You're just like bottom basement.
They're not good, bro.
Bears.
The Justin Fields is not good. He's not good. He can run the ball. Great. He can't throw. He can't.
I think that's enough to beat the Packers at home.
I don't think so.
I think so. That's cool. We can agree to disagree. That's why we picked opposite teams.
Yes.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now let's move on and do it again. The Packers. The Dolphins going into LA to take on the Chargers.
Yep.
This is going to be an offensive masterclass.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch this game.
Chargers are 3-point favorites at home. Who do you got?
I have the Chargers to cover. I think these teams are dead even in the AFC. I think the Chargers are a little bit better. I think they just have more raw talent, even though their talent hasn't been healthy. But again, it's week one. Everybody's healthy at least till quarter two of week one. So
yeah,
I like the Chargers at home to win cover. Again, I think it's going to be an offensive shootout, but I'm going to take the better quarterback in the offensive shootout. Keenan Allen healthy week one. Mike Williams healthy week one. Quentin Johnston I think is a really nice 3. He was one of my favorite wide receivers out of the draft last year. So, and their defense is really good. Khalil Mack's healthy. Joey Bosa's healthy. Derwin James is unbelievable. So, yeah, let me take the Chargers at -3. I'm not super confident in that one, to be honest, because I think this is a flip-flop game, whoever wins.
Yeah.
But, yeah, let me take the Chargers in week one.
Yeah, I'll I'll co-sign that, and I'll take the Chargers at -3 as well. Could go either way. I think at home, Kellen Moore calling the plays. I think the Chargers are probably a more better put together team overall than the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot going on with Miami. You lost Jalen Ramsey. Jeff Wilson's on IR. So you're running Raheem Mostert at your running back number 1. I mean, you still have your dynamic duo of Hill and Waddle, but I don't know. This is gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting. And you also have Vic Fangio calling the Miami defense. So this is gonna be an interesting game. This is definitely gonna be interesting. But
we're gonna learn a lot about both these teams and where they're gonna line up in the AFC in this game.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah, I'll take the Chargers at home.
I like it. I mean, of course I like it. I agree.
I know. Next game, Sunday Night Football. Dallas Cowboys.
Waiting all day for Sunday night.
Dallas Cowboys heading into New York to take on the Giants on prime time. Giants are 3.5-point dogs at home.
I'm going to take Dallas to cover.
You're going to take Dallas?
I do. Dallas, I think, is a far and a better way team than the Giants. I think there's a very large gap in quarterback. Overall roster construction is way better for Dallas. Like, we hate on Dallas because they don't perform in the playoffs, but they've had such a good roster for such a long time. We have to give them credit for that. Yeah. So, and again this year, and somehow they pull all this money out of their ass. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. With keeping pretty decent depth in the important positions. I'm on the record saying I think Dallas has a chance to be the best defense in football this year behind Defensive Player of the Year, Micah Parsons. So I don't think they're going to beat the brakes off the Giants, but it could be a touchdown game. So give me Dallas. Give me Dallas to cover week 1 and win.
I'll take Dallas as well. For me, I mean, this is such a toss-up.
Yeah.
If it were up to you, they'd tie. If it were up to you, they'd tie. Upsetting them at home.
Yeah?
I really could.
So are you going to change your pick?
No. I'm just saying, if that is the case, I'm not shocked in the slightest bit.
Yep.
The Giants have made some underrated moves this offseason, including the Isaiah Simmons trade a couple weeks ago. But Dallas is just way more talented than them.
Yeah.
So I'll take Dallas. If I'm putting money down, I'll take Dallas. They've treated me well, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Giants come out and shock the world on Sunday night at home.
I wouldn't even call a shock in the world because it's a division matchup. It's not like if the Texans beat the Ravens on the road, but like.
Or the Cardinals beat the Commanders.
Yeah. So, but no, I think Dallas is going to be fighting for the 1 seed this year, and I don't think the Giants will be. I have them 7-10 making the playoffs. So,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
Last game, Monday Night Football.
Arguably, probably.
Dun 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 dun. And we will be out in attendance for this one.
We will
at our legendary spot.
Yeah, we got to be. I don't know if I want to go to this game now because every time we go, something catastrophic happens.
No, we got to go, bro. You said it. You're like, we got to go see the Jets on Monday Night Football. This is the first game.
There's already a bad omen. Listen, we've
going.
seen DeMar Hamlin get hurt. We've seen. What else have we seen there?
We saw Kirk Cousins' feelings get hurt.
We saw the Phillies game get canceled in the World Series. Like, on top of it, there's already a bad omen because it's 9/11, and it's the Jets, and it's a New York game.
We're going.
Something's bad.
I don't give a shit.
I'm going to be walking around like this.
We're taking the Jets to cover and win this football game right here.
Yeah, we are. I think that we have the better quarterback. I think that our running game is really good. I'm sorry. Again, Latavius Murray is not the savior at running back for the Bills. Okay?
James Cook.
Yeah.
The Jets have the better Cook brother.
We do. We have the better cook
They're
brother.
gonna have a cook off.
Yeah, probably.
I think you're gonna a lot of the Hard Knocks hype and the Aaron Rodgers hype it's gonna be real.
Yeah,
And I think they're gonna show up at home.
I think so too.
This is gonna be such a big game, bro.
It's gonna be so fun to watch. I think.
Yeah.
And also another thing too, Von Miller's not gonna be playing. He's out the first 4.
Yep.
So that's another thing. I don't have a lot of faith in the Bills since they lost Brian Daboll. We saw last year, Josh Allen fell off. So I don't know. And I'm trying not to make it a homer pick, but it kind of is because I like the odds at home for the Jets.
Yeah.
So because I think we straight up win week 1.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, I'm so excited to see what we bring out into the field. Oh my God. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Cannot wait.
I know, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's easy money. Pick the Jets to win on Monday Night Football.
Jets, Eagles, easy money, bro. Easy
Well,
money.
no, the Eagles game though, because the Patriots are going to
Easy money. Easy money.
All right.
Speaking of easy money, let's get into our locks of the week.
Yep. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so my 3 locks of the week: the Jets at home, 2.5-point dog against the Bills. I think they win that game, so it's obviously going to take that.
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles at -4 against the Patriots. This one's kind of iffy for me, just because, again, like I said earlier, we see last year, like, the Lions game came down to what, like 2 or 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
That was a close one at the very end. Although for the majority of the game, the Eagles were well in control, blowing the water out of them. Could be another occurrence of that, but at the same time, I really don't think so. I just think the Eagles at the key matchups are just leaps and bounds better than the Patriots.
Yep.
And I think they could beat them by a touchdown or more. So I wouldn't be opposed to taking the -4 there. But my absolute lock it in, Broncos at -4 at home. Again, I think the Raiders are just an absolute dumpster fire. Yes, they got some offensive weapons. I think that's going to be a good matchup between their offense and the Broncos defense. Two good units going at each other. But when you flip-flop that and you got the Broncos O against the Raiders D, there's a huge discrepancy there.
Yeah.
In terms of on-field talent.
Yep, for sure.
And all the stuff surrounding the Raiders right now is just not good.
Yep. On
the road as well. Denver, believe it or not, is a somewhat tough place to play. Got the elevation change, and it's tough. It's a tough place.
Yep.
So yeah, I think for me, any of these games, give me Denver.
Okay. I don't hate it.
See, I could have picked the Eagles, but I didn't. You're welcome.
Yeah. You kept the homer pick back a little bit.
You're welcome.
I appreciate the love on the lock of the week for the Jets, though. I appreciate that. As one of your top 3 picks, I appreciate that. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Now let's see yours.
Yeah. So, my locks of the week. I'm a little uncertain right now about the Lions just because the line moved since the last time I looked at it. It was at 6.5. I like the odds there. But odds are I don't think Travis Kelce's going to play. And even if he does, I don't think he's going to be 100%. We know Chris Jones isn't going to be there. I think it's going to be an offensive shootout that ends up within 3 points. So that kind of makes it easy for me. Obviously, the Chiefs have the better quarterback, but I think right now the Lions have the better overall offense, and I think the defenses are comparable. But I think the Lions will show to be the better team in this game, and Mahomes just gets them over the hump. That's really what I think it's going to come down to. Yeah. So, my other pick, the opposite of what you had, I have the Patriots covering that 4-point spread for all the reasons I said earlier. I think coaching is a big thing. I think there is a bit of a coaching discrepancy. I think week 1, Bill Belichick's insane. Belichick off a bye is insane. Belichick's defense is always really good. It's a hard win in Foxborough. So, yeah. And I think and there is something to be said about a little bit of a week 1 Super Bowl hangover. Just putting it out there. So, but yeah. You can disagree all you want, but that's how I feel.
I'm gonna disagree.
That's how I feel.
I'm going to disagree.
Okay? That's how I feel.
I just think the mindset of the Eagles is so locked in that a quote unquote Super Bowl hangover is not going to get the best of them, and it starts with their quarterback. Starts with Jalen Hurts. This man is locked in. He was on 94 WIP. They literally asked him, "Are you still upset about the Super Bowl?" You know what he said? "Shit, we got a game this week.
Yeah.
I'm over it. I'm focused on the game this week and what's to come." This man is not. They're not thinking about it. It's history. They're on to the next. So I don't think there's gonna be a Super Bowl hangover. I do understand and respect the Bill Belichick supremacy. In Foxborough, but I just think the Eagles are much more talented, and their roster alone is going to be better. And it's not like they're coached by bums either. They're coached great.
Yeah,
this is going to be an underrated matchup. I mean, Bill Belichick's an all-time coach, but Sirianni and his staff is very good as well.
Yeah, it's good.
It'll be a good matchup.
Yeah. Okay. My absolute lock of the week. We're bringing it back, baby.
Let's go. The hammer.
Hammer. This is my absolute hammer lock of the week, okay? This line to me is so disrespectful.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's because it's week 1, and if we saw this matchup in week 13, it'd be where I think it should be, but I think this should be a 7-point difference.
This might be like 7 or 8.
Yeah, I think this should be a
13,
real big difference. I think the Saints are, again, another team fighting for that NFC 1 seed. So, yeah, at home, in the Dome, against a subpar team that I don't think it's probably going to have a top 5 pick. They might be fighting. Nah, they're not going to fight for a quarterback. They drafted 2 already. But, I mean, say they fall into that 2 spot. You mean to tell me they're not going to take Drake May?
Probably not, bro.
I think they will.
They might trade back for more assets to surround around Malik Willis and Will Levis.
They might. But either way, I think they're going to have a top 5 pick. With that being said, this is an absolute lock. Saints are going to beat the brakes off them.
I like it. I like that pick.
Yeah, bro. Super exciting.
I know. So that was our first installment of Lock and Roll for the 23-24 season.
Yep.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro. Let's get into picking our bets for Thursday. So before we get into it, let's dive a little bit deeper into this game. We talked a little bit about it for the spreads. So like we've discussed, Travis Kelce probably not playing. If not, he's questionable right now. Chris Jones, even if they got the deal done today, I don't think he's playing.
Probably not.
Yeah. Even if they sign him today, or if they sign him tomorrow, he may not even be in the vicinity. So in the area. So he's not going to be playing. Bro, what are your thoughts? What would have been to you like a better matchup week 1 Thursday night, first game of the season?
Better than this matchup?
Yeah, I think this is perfect. You have an up and coming team in the Lions. Everyone loves their head coach. They're young, they're hungry, and then you have the Super Bowl champions.
The Jets and the Chiefs, or Eagles Jets, or Chiefs Eagles.
Nah, they're not going to redo the Super Bowl matchup week 1.
I mean, it would be good. It'd be a good kickoff to the season, though.
It would.
But no, I like this matchup. This is a really solid one. And the schedule makers did their thing. They put in massive work.
They did
with this. It's going to be 2 energetic teams.
Yep.
Duking it out. It's gonna be good. Listen, MCDC is gonna have them boys ready to play,
Mm-hmm.
and who knows?
Who knows?
They
It's definitely gonna be a high scoring game. So, dare I say, Jared Goff versus Mahomes?
I don't
part
think
two,
so.
50-50, huh?
I don't think it's gonna be that. See, I don't know, bro. I don't think it's gonna be as high scoring as a lot of people think.
Probably not.
I think both these teams could put up at least 20. I don't think they're both putting up 30. One might put up 30.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be 38-35 or even 41-35 or something stupid like that.
God, I hope so though.
That I know that'd be good for football, but I just don't think so. I think both of these defenses are talented enough and coached well enough that they're not going to be giving up 40 points each.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you say? You want to get into the bets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it, bro.
Let's get it.
So, where do you want to go?
Can you zoom in?
I can zoom in. Let's do it. Let me know when to stop.
Can't really see. All right.
Good?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, let's get into the game. Let's find it here. NFL. Here it is, baby.
Down there. All right. More wagers.
Sir.
So,
same game.
And if you guys aren't aware, if you have a FanDuel account, 50% profit boost for tomorrow night's game.
Yep. Let's claim that.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thanks, bro.
I held off on I kind of looked at some of the lines last night because I was going to put one together with that profit boost, but I kind of held off.
Yep.
So I wasn't sure what the whole Travis Kelce news was, and I still might hold off till tomorrow, but I'm just not sure. We'll have to see.
Yeah, he's not in the alternative receiving numbers.
Yeah,
yet,
he was before, but now he's not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he's still there for anytime TD though. I think.
Let's see. Let's take a look. Yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So do you want? You want to leave him off of here, banking on he's not playing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so
let's leave him off for now. So we'll do 5 legs.
Yes, 5 legs.
5 of our favorite legs.
And are we hammering this? Are we going to bet on this for tomorrow?
Do you want to? We want to use the profit boost?
I kind of want to use the profit boost on this.
All right. So we'll make an absolute locker cuz I got money in my account. So
Facts. I don't.
So I'll put
passing yards. Nah, I don't like these lines. That's
I don't either.
I
like Mahomes. I like the alt line for 225.
225 minus 800. Let's put that in. We can always add it.
I don't know.
More later.
Like 250 is cool. He'll probably throw for 250, but 225 is super safe.
Yeah, that's safe. Mm-hmm. Do we want to do Goff as well, or do we want to look around some more?
Let's look around some more.
Okay. I don't want to bet on lines rushing because I don't know who's gonna get the bulk of the carries.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do kind of want to touch on this though. Pause.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, I kind of like him to get 50. No, keep in mind, no Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
Right. They're gonna need to throw the ball because they got to keep up with the Chiefs.
Dare I say, do you like his actual line?
Let's take a look.
If that's the case, if you're saying
77.5.
Because who else are they throwing the ball to? Marvin Jones,
Sam Laporta.
What's his face isn't even on here.
Yeah.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
DJ Reynolds isn't even on here.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? I don't hate that line.
I like Amon-Ra St. Brown for at least 50. If you want to put 60, that's cool too, but you want to play it safe and put 50, I like that.
Let's get 60 for the odds. Let's go 60.
I might
make it a little
modify
bit
it myself, just put 50, but
no, we're not modifying it. This is a lock. We're both betting on it.
Jesus.
Okay.
All right.
We're both betting on it.
It's got me sweating here. With that being said, what do you want to put Jared Goff's passing yards or no?
Let's hold
Not
off
the
on that
line,
because
but-
there might be more. Do we want to do an anytime touchdown score? I do kind of want to. I do like Pacheco.
I like Pacheco. I also like Amon-Ra St. Brown
I do too.
for one.
Mm-hmm. It's hard betting on the. I don't want to bet on the receivers for the Chiefs right now.
Yeah. I also like Noah Gray for a touchdown if Travis Kelce isn't playing.
Yeah, but
I like
do we
Noah
want
Gray.
do we want to bet on it though? Because Kelsey could play.
Yeah. I mean, either way, though. I mean, because you also look like weird shit happens in week 1.
Facts. Weird shit does happen.
Like Marvin,
Yep.
also like Marvin Jones Jr.
Mm-hmm. Marvin Jones Jr. Yeah, that's not bad, and I like the odds. Mm-hmm.
Because he's their number 2 receiver.
Yeah, he's their 4th highest odds on the team. I do like that. Man,
But at
what
the
do we
same time, yeah.
what do we think's gonna win?
What will win?
I mean, we could just say balls to the wall. Justin Ross.
No. No, we can't do that, bro.
No, we can't.
What will win?
I think Pacheco's probably the best
I think
bet.
Pacheco's probably the safest one. I also think Amon-Ra St. Brown is also another safe one.
What do you think? I'll let you choose
God,
this.
I love
I'll
Noah
let
Gray
you.
and
I'll let
Marvin
you.
Jones.
I'll let you choose this because I took 60. I chose 60
Oh
yards.
man, so tough.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love Marvin Jones and Noah Gray, but that's such a pull.
Yeah, Noah Gray. I think we should be out on because we don't know if Kelsey's going.
That's a pull.
Yep.
What if we ride both of them?
Pacheco and Amon-Ra?
Good.
Yeah. Hey, I don't hate it.
We'll see where that puts us.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So we got to pick one more thing. Do we want to pick on spread, money line, totals, any of that?
I think if we're going to do a spread, we should pick an alt spread.
Maybe like a touchdown, like 7.5 plus 7.5 for the Lions.
See where it's at. I was thinking like 9.5, just to be safe.
Let's see the difference in odds. Not much.
225.
225 takes us to 765, where 7.5 takes us to 816. Probably 9.5 if we wanted to go that route.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate that. Plus the profit boost. Yeah, that'll put us at like $5 to win 50, right? Yeah, $5 to win 50.
Put 15. What does that win?
15 to win 172.
Ooh wee!
I don't hate it, bro. I mean, we'll keep that in mind.
We can look
It's
at the anytime
225.
touchdown scores. I like the spread. I like the yards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is there anything
They have
like
all passing touchdowns now?
do they? Where'd you see that,
bro? Hold on. Yeah, Pat Mahomes, Jared Goff, all passing touchdowns.
Oh, they do.
Yo,
They do. I mean,
go to Jared Goff.
plus 2 minus 122. That's more than what the Lions spread is. And it's slightly worse than Pacheco touchdown.
What, Jared Goff for 2 passing touchdowns?
Yeah, Pacheco's minus 105. Goff for 2 touchdowns is 122.
Well, what's his line? Is it 2.5 or 1.5? Go
It's
look at his actual
yeah.
line.
Yeah, his actual line is 1.5.
1.5. So you could take Pacheco off and hammer the line.
Well, what I think the other odds are more. That's 128, where this is 122. So I'm going to take this.
And then take Pacheco off?
Yeah, what do we think? Plus 566. Wait, what? Oh, maybe because it's Pacheco and 2 touchdown scores, it boosts the odds more. So that's probably it.
Mm-hmm.
So do we like this? I kind of like this, bro.
Yeah, and also you're also not putting as much on Jared Goff's plate. Like you have to have 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Just Mahomes throws for some yards.
Amon-Ra has a good game.
The other line I kind of liked. Go to receiving.
Receiving.
We'll go to receiving and rushing.
MVS at 42.5 makes me nervous because he's inconsistent with them. Sky Moore at
I like
40.
David Montgomery at 11.5.
You do?
I do.
As
I think that's really how they're going to use him in this game.
Yeah, but I mean, look at
really.
Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs is high, so I don't know. Do you think David Montgomery is going to get that many targets compared to Jahmyr? Like, do you think he's going to get like 2 targets for 12 catches? I mean, for 12 yards?
Off of like screens, maybe.
But I feel like
I
Jahmyr
don't
Gibbs
know.
is going to be that guy. It's hard betting on their It's hard betting on their running backs because I don't know who's going to get the bulk.
We don't know yet.
We don't know who's going to get the snaps.
Yeah.
If it's me, Jahmyr Gibbs should be their one. But
yeah. All right, go back to rushing. Marvin Jones at 25 is actually pretty nice too.
Yeah.
David Montgomery has the. I like Mahomes is under.
For passing yards?
No, under rushing.
Oh. Under 17.5?
Under 17.
But here's my thing, though. You take away Kelsey, it takes away his safety net. So
he might be running.
A lot more opportunity for running.
Yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
David
Pacheco
Montgomery at 50 is quite a lot, though.
That is a lot. That's kind of nuts. What does the under look like if we take off, like, say we take off the spread and we did under David Montgomery? Whoo!
About the same.
No, up 300. See it? Yeah, because 15 would be 221.
Oh. I don't know. I kind of like the spread.
Yeah.
That one's a little too.
Okay, let me go put that back on.
A little too wild for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it really tickles your fancy a little too
much. It does tickle my fancy. That might be one where we make like a wild one.
Yep. Which we absolutely will be doing.
We should off pod, or we can do it now. I mean, while we're here.
No. We gotta wait till tomorrow. Let the line settle.
All right.
This is just for them. Okay.
Okay.
What do we think? Do we? I kind of I like the bet as is.
I do too. I think you look at Mahomes. He'll throw for yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to get his. He'll probably score one. Yep. Pacheco is going to be utilized.
And then
I really like a Noah Gray touchdown, but we don't know.
Yeah, I know.
And
listen, I'll tell you what.
The Lions won't lose by more than 10.
If Kelsey gets ruled out, if he gets ruled out tomorrow, I will hammer Noah Gray touchdown with you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man.
I kind of like this.
I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not placing it now, but
me either. But
we've got it locked in. We've got it locked in. Okay.
Listen, and for all of you watching at home, or lock it in. 50% profit boost too.
Yep. Even at plus 765 is pretty good. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like it, bro. Mm-hmm.
I mess with it.
Me too. So I do. I think it's good. My only concern with it being is I worry about betting on 2 touchdown scorers, but listen, you're confident in it. I'm confident in the yardage with everybody else in the spread. So hey, we're gonna make money tomorrow.
Fuck yeah.
Simple as that. Yeah, bro.
Big trust.
Mm-hmm.
If it's supposed to be an offensive juggernaut match, touchdowns are going to be scored. So
facts. Unless 15 field goals are kicked. That would suck. All right, man. What do you say? You want to get into out of left field?
Yep. Let's do it.
Yeah, bro. Let's do it. I'm excited. So, what we're doing today is we are doing tier maker quarterbacks in football in honor of the beginning of, again, the NFL season, which starts tomorrow. Everybody needs to lock in.
Lock in, bro.
Lock in. So let's get right into it, okay? Cooper Rush, backup. I don't think he's a bridge quarterback. He's not to that level.
He could be at best a bridge, but he's a backup.
Yeah, he's a backup. Darnold, bridge. Bridge.
He's bridge.
Fields, backup.
Loads of potential.
Yeah, loads of potential. I completely agree with that. Loads of
He's got
potential.
loads of potential.
Jalen, MVP.
MVP. What is this Mahomes category, bro?
It's Patrick Mahomes. What do you mean?
Bro, why?
It's
So
Patrick Mahomes.
you're dick riding crazy, bro.
It's Patrick Mahomes.
Crazy.
He's on a level on his own. He is.
Man.
He is.
The,
Okay.
the predictive programming.
Bro, he's in a class of his own. Listen, I let you sit here and talk about the Eagles' third string tight ends for 15 minutes. So you can let me have this.
No.
You can let me have this, okay? Let me have it.
There's
All
third
right.
string tight end, Big Al.
Yeah. All right, Gino. What do we want to do with
Gino,
Gino?
hard
I
to
think-
replace, I'd say.
I don't know if he's a franchise guy. Hard
It's
to
hard to
replace, I
replace
think,
though
Sparkle.
after this
Mm-hmm. I
after
agree.
this season.
Bailey Zappi, backup. Or
Um,
bridge.
I'll put him in backup.
Yeah.
I'll put him in backup.
I don't think he's much better than Cooper Rush.
No, I mean he
Mhm.
looked decent, but
Yeah.
when he played, but
yeah.
so did Cooper Rush.
Tannehill's a bridge. We agree with that, right?
Yeah,
Yep. And then we have
Malik Cunningham.
Malik Cunningham, backup.
Yeah,
Yeah, backup. Allen, franchise QB, in my opinion.
yeah.
In my opinion, the inconsistent passing, the up and down roller coaster to statistics puts him at franchise QB for me. I can't put him in MVP. I just can't.
I agree.
He is yet to string together 16 straight excellent games. So no.
Yeah.
Jimmy G's kind of hard for me.
I think Jimmy G's hard to replace.
I think so too. I don't think.
He's not
I think
a bridge. He's like
not.
if you had a tier in between hard to replace and bridge that wasn't loads of potential,
Yeah,
that's the Jimmy G tier because he is kind of a bridge quarterback.
he
But he's
is.
a really damn good bridge quarterback.
Yeah, yeah. But
Like,
I
he's
will
not
admit,
on the
he's
level
hard to
of
replace.
Sam Darnold.
It's hard to draft. Like when I think of hard to replace, can you draft a quarterback better than him right now? The answer is probably no. So
Yeah.
it's hard to get a guy better than hard to replace. Jordan Love,
Agreed.
I think he's in loads of potential.
Yeah. I think so.
For now, he could drop, he could go up.
It could
but
be in
we'll see.
who?
Yeah, who's this guy? Who?
Who?
He can go there. Who? I don't know who that is, so he's going there. Okay?
Colt McCoy.
Bridge. Oh, no,
Backup.
backup. I mean, backup.
Backup.
Dalton, is he still a bridge or is he a backup now?
He's a backup, bro.
Yeah, he's a backup.
Come on. Andy
Mm-hmm.
Dalton?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's in the same tier as Teddy Bridgewater and them now. I don't know. Maybe he's a little bit worse. Backup. All right. Bryce Young, loads of potential.
Yep.
Until further notice.
Jacoby Brissett.
Definition of a bridge.
Yeah.
Definition
Facts.
of a bridge.
Daniel Jones. Listen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to replace.
Hard to
Got the
replace.
bag. He's not like he might be on the like mid tier of quarterbacks, but
Yeah. It's hard to replace him.
yeah, it's hard. It's
Yep.
it's hard to
Yeah.
replace.
Since he stopped fumbling last year, he's been a positive quarterback for that team. So.
Yeah.
Who?
Who the fuck is this?
Who
Mason
the fuck is
Rudolph? No.
this? Pingus. Yeah.
Lamar franchise
Really?
MVP? Yeah, well, yeah. Okay.
We remember at the end we're gonna go back and look at it. So if you think he's a franchise, we'll look at it. Okay.
All right.
Burrow MVP, right?
Yeah.
Second best quarterback in football.
No.
Yes,
No, he's not.
I have control.
No,
He's
not.
the second best quarterback.
He's not. We'll look at that later, and I'll
We'll
tell
look
you
at it
you're
later.
wrong
We'll look at it
again.
later. We'll look at it later. Oh man, Stroud, loads of potential, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Tua is also hard to replace, I think.
You don't think he's a franchise guy?
I don't.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't think he's a
All
franchise
right.
guy.
He's
yet.
at the very
He's
front
gotta,
of
yeah,
hard to replace.
he's got to listen. He's got to show it to me for an entire season. He's got to stay healthy.
I don't
he's
hate it.
He's got to show improvement
Yeah.
year over year.
Yeah.
I mean, he one season year over year, and then he was pretty inconsistent as far as staying healthy last year.
Yep.
I think he's really hard to replace, though. So
yeah, you're not wrong. Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
This is hard, bro. Loads of potential. I don't know if he has loads of potential, and I don't think he's hard to replace, but I don't think he's a bridge. So I guess it's loads.
Put him in loads of potential.
Yeah, he's young, so yeah. I mean, he very well could be the best quarterback on this tier here. If he does what he did again this year, I mean, we can't deny it. So
yep.
Taysom Hill back up.
Yep. Drew Lock back up.
Matt Stafford. Has he dropped all the way down to hard to replace, or are we just like not considering that he was hurt last year? Because if we're not considering that he's hurt, he's franchise.
We'll put him there for now.
Okay.
I think it's really tough
because he's better than these three, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put him there for now. I mean, when he's healthy, he's been really good.
Yep. Mac Jones, bridge for me. I don't see the potential. He hasn't improved at all in 2 years. I don't see it.
Yeah. I kind of disagree. I think he has loads, but he's on the loads of potential thing. But he could very well be a bridge guy.
My problem with him being in loads of potential is I don't think he ever touches these guys.
See, my thing about him with last year is you had Matt Patricia, who's a defensive-minded guy, as your offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
If you're any quarterback it's not gonna bode well for them.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see it this year.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll put him there for now. If we have to move him, we will.
Yeah.
Pickett. I'm a little bit higher on Pickett than the rest of these guys right now because I think he had a good year last year. I think he's hard to replace right now. Just because he's young, I don't want to put him in loads of potential for that reason. I think he's after this year, he could be on the franchise quarterbacks tier. Like I think he's a guy.
I don't think so. I think you need to pump the brakes a little bit.
Well, no, I don't think he's necessarily on the level of like Tua, but like to say that he's
Daniel Jones and Jimmy G.
Yeah, I mean, swap Jimmy G and Kenny Pickett on the Steelers. Are they any better?
Maybe a little bit.
Like I think the Kenny Pickett is like a perfect mold of Jimmy Garoppolo.
All right, I'll let you cook.
Yeah, let me cook. We can move it. We can change it around.
I got to see it I got to see it this year. I got to see a jump.
Yeah.
If he does take a jump and he's got the Steelers like in playoff contention, then he's definitely in that category. But
even if they finish as the 10 seed, but they have like 10 wins, like
yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, I'm higher on him than you are. I already know you're gonna want to put him here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll accept that since I put Burrow ahead of Jalen. But yeah, I think Trevor will be in the MVP discussion this year, 100%. I think I mean, again, he's got to prove it more, but I think he's better than all three of these guys. So
yeah,
yeah. Mike White back up, right?
Sam
even
Howell,
though he threw for 400 yards
this
year or whatever.
Sam Howell, I'll put him in loads of potential. I'll give him the opportunity. Listen, this is first year starting.
I guess.
Give this guy time to cook.
That's fine.
If he doesn't look good, then who? you know? But Teddy Bridge.
The Teddy Bridgewater tier. Just put him there. The ultimate. He is the definition of bridge quarterback. He's the guy. Listen, we have the 11th pick in the draft. The top two guys are already off the board, and we don't have a quarterback. Get Teddy Bridgewater on the phone. You know what I'm saying? That's him. So yeah. Davis Mills. I'm sorry. I think he's a backup.
Yeah,
he's got no chance in hell of ever starting over CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's shown enough to be a bridge guy. Like, all these bridge guys have had a moment of, wow, they have a chance to be good. Even Sam Darnold, when he started the Panthers season 5-0. So
3-0.
it was 5-0.
It's 3-0.
Oh, was it 5-1 then?
It was
Something like that.
It was 3-0. They lost to the Eagles.
Oh yeah, and then they won 2 in a row. 5-1, my bad. But still, 5-1 start with that Panthers roster, which wasn't great. I mean, he's shown something. What is Mills? What is the giraffe shown?
Nothing, bro.
Yeah. Gardner Minshew, I think he's on the bridge tier.
I don't.
No, you don't think so? You think he's lower?
You can keep him there. You can keep him at bridge.
I think he's going to be a guy the rest of his career teams call, not just to be like the backup. Like, there's a difference between a backup quarterback and an insurance quarterback. I think Gardner's an insurance quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not a great insurance quarterback, but it is an insurance.
But I mean, like, how much better is Teddy B than him? Not.
I think Teddy B's quite a bit better than Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
I think you drop Teddy Bridgewater in that 2-game stretch with the Eagles against the Cowboys and the Saints.
Yeah.
We're not putting up a dud offensively. Well,
Maybe
particularly against the Saints. We're not putting up a dud with Teddy Bridgewater, bro. We'll go 1-1 in that stretch.
Okay. All right. You convinced me. I'll bump him down for now.
Gardner Minshew just looked like ass.
Yeah. Matt Ryan at this point, he's a backup, right?
He's retired.
He's retired, so we'll put him in. Who's that?
Salesman Matt Ryan?
Yeah. Point guard for the LA Lakers, Matt Ryan?
Facts.
Will Levis, do we think he's in loads of potential, or is he just going to be in bridge?
I don't know.
Because my biggest issues with him is he has the Baker mindset. He's got like the asshole, I'm the best person on the planet type of attitude.
Yeah.
For me, I don't feel like I feel like the football gods don't smile on him. Like, look, he's not even smiling in his picture. So, yeah.
Okay.
Russell
Wilson.
Dak's a franchise quarterback.
Yeah. So is actually no. Russell Wilson you can put in hard to replace.
Are we sure? Yeah, he's got to be in hard. I need to see one more bad season to when I drop him down here. One more bad season. But yeah, he can be in hard to replace. That's fine. Yep.
Yeah.
Is this Matt
Corral?
Or is this PJ Walker's
Matt Corral.
Matt Corral.
PJ Walker's black. That's Matt Corral.
Yeah, Matt Corral back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see him getting this is Max Duggan.
Who?
Exactly. 6th round pick. He can go right there. Kyler Murray.
Who?
This is Kyler Murray.
Who?
Kyler Murray, I guess hard to replace, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. He's kind of a loads of potential guy.
Yeah. But at the same time, he's really hard to replace with that big time deal. $250 million deal.
I guess. Yeah. I guess.
The Cardinals are going to attempt to replace him, but
yeah, they're going to attempt. Yeah, you draft Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I mean he is a quarterback that has a lot of potential, but I don't know.
Malik Willis, I think he's going to be a backup. He's 3rd on the depth chart. He didn't show anything when he played for the Titans.
Yeah.
Other than the ability to run the ball, but fucking almost every quarterback can run the ball anymore. I don't really care about that anymore.
Uh-huh.
Can you throw? Can you deliver the ball on time and in stride? He can't. So
true.
Yeah, let me put him there. Anthony Richardson, loads of potential.
Yeah.
I think he has the highest ceiling of literally everyone on this list.
There could be an argument made for that. There could be also an argument made against that.
There can be. But that's why I said I think arguably. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a toss-up. I'm going to put him here.
Okay.
Stenson Bennett, bro, he's a 26-year-old rookie. Tremaine Edmonds has been in the league 5 years and is younger than him.
He's going to be a backup.
Yeah, backup. Poor guy.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Lance. This is an interesting one.
This is. It literally could be any of these three.
For real. Let's put him in bridge.
Bridge, I'm with that. At the
Bridge,
top of
bridge for now. But
Right
he
behind
does
Mac
have
Jones.
potential.
He does have potential. I think he's not going to be able to show his potential because Dak's ahead of him. And Dak, they're not going to replace him with Dak. So
They might though.
they're not gonna, bro.
might.
Bro, you're
Listen,
nuts.
Dak Prescott said they're on a timeline. I understand. They might.
They're not gonna.
We'll
They're gonna extend Dak.
We'll
Stop it. Zach Wilson, backup.
Who?
Backup. Backup. Jameis, bridge now. Bridge now. Yep.
If Teddy Bridgewater wasn't the dictionary definition of a bridge, Jameis
Yep.
Winston would be.
Yeah.
in
Now listen, this is going to be a controversial statement, but African American quarterbacks that can't run are bridge quarterbacks. 9 out of 10 times.
that. Crazy.
I mean, look at these guys. They're the same player. They're the same player.
That's racist, bro.
It's not racist.
That is
No,
racist.
I'm just saying. All right, Baker. Put him up there. Nah.
The hopium.
I guess he's bridge,
Yeah,
right?
I guess he's a bridge. Yeah, he's a bridge. He's
Yeah.
a bridge quarterback. He's not a backup. He's a starter.
Yeah. I mean, it was a while ago. He led the Browns to their first playoff berth, and I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Mahomes,
Fuck you.
tier of his own, as
All
he
right,
belongs.
Justin Herbert. Move on.
Justin Herbert.
I say franchise quarterback.
Yeah. I do think someone on this list is going to have to come up here at the end of this.
And I think it's that man right there.
This one?
Aaron Rodgers.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know if right now he's better than. I don't think he's better than Trevor Lawrence. I don't think he's better than Josh Allen. I don't think he's better than Justin Herbert.
I think
right
he's gonna have. I think he's just gonna have a resurgence year, bro.
now. He could.
I think he's gonna light the league on fire.
He could. I'm not hating it. We can keep him there.
Yeah, he's
That's fine.
It's a new day, a new start.
It is.
Rejuvenated Aaron Rodgers. Shit's dangerous.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Goff. This one's interesting.
Because you could say like 95% of like casual NFL fans are gonna say hard to replace Jared Goff.
Yeah. But the guy consistently puts up good numbers every year.
Yeah.
And he has yet to be on a bad team besides when he had Jeff Fisher as a head coach.
Yeah.
So I think he is a franchise quarterback because, I mean, he's hard to replace. I'm not replacing Jared Goff with any of these guys. Maybe Tua. I think Tua should be up here. But
What's good, Smitty? What's good?
yo, champion, what's home? What's happening, buddy?
What's good, Mayor?
Mm-hmm. What's good,
Stole
man?
my who. The who? It's all love.
Oh man, yeah, it's love. Yeah, speaking of who
Who the fuck is this?
is this? Kyle Trask,
Kyle Trask.
I guess.
I mean, if you
guess.
want to put him in who?
Yeah,
Go
who
for it.
he can go there. We know who this is, but he's going to go there because he's retired. Mariota's a backup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trash.
Kirk, I think Kirk is hard to replace because I think he's a less quarterback than Dak.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
He's at the top of the list. He's at the top of the list, but no, it doesn't go off of like. I'm not basing it off of your deal. I just mean like hard to replace, as in it's hard to get a better quarterback than that.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I don't mean like contract or anything like that. Mm-hmm. It's just hard to get a better quarterback than this guy. Mm-hmm.
True.
So, yeah, that's what that means. Desmond Ridder, to me, is a backup. He's a backup. I don't think he's got loads of potential. I think he's just as bad of a passer as Justin Fields and can't run the ball that well.
Okay.
I think he's a backup.
Okay.
The hopium that the Falcons are going to win that division, I see all over Twitter.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Commanders fans with all the hopium about, we're going to be competitive in the NFC East.
I
know
think
the fuck you're not, bro.
I think the Falcons could be 2 in the division, but I also think they could be 4. So I don't know.
Yeah,
don't know.
that whole division's such a question mark.
Outside of the Saints, we know. We're the only ones that know. We're like Thanos. He's the only one that knows we got to wipe out the universe.
Yeah.
All right, we're the only ones that know that the Saints are going to be a really, really good football team.
We're the only ones that know the Saints are
Yep.
going to wipe out the NFC South.
And speaking of Saints, I think Carr is just a tick below Goff. I think he should be in harder replace, right?
I agree.
Yep. I think by the end of this year, he'll be up here.
I think so.
But
I think Jared Goff and Trevor Lawrence could be an MVP by the end of the year, and Herbert too. I mean, who knows?
yeah. All right. Let's look back over it again, okay? Starting from the bottom, let's work our way up. Who is
right.
fine? We don't need to touch anyone
Who's
in
fine
who.
because we don't know who the hell those guys other than Lakers point guard Matt Ryan.
Yeah. We don't know anybody else other than that.
Backups?
Yeah.
I think
Cooper Rush is a backup. Zappy's a backup. Cunningham, Colt McCoy.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that needs to come up? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I guess the only one that may have a case to come up is Minshew.
Yeah.
Just because I
yeah.
think his ceiling is bridge quarterback.
I think so too.
I just have a little bit of recency bias against how garbage he was for us in those 2 games.
He hasn't been good since being in Jacksonville, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll leave him in backup.
Yep.
Bridge,
Mac Jones, Trey Lance.
Mac Jones to me
Sam
needs to
Darnold.
stay. I won't have any argument against Mac Jones. I think he needs to stay.
Yeah.
But
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance could be loads of potential, but I just don't think the potential is going to matter because he's not going to play
Yeah.
for at least 2 years at minimum.
Yeah.
Other
Same thing
than
with Jordan
maybe-
Love, but now he's playing.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, Tannehill, Brissett, Bridgewater, Will Levis. Another one that could be in loads of potential, but
Yeah.
again, he's third on the depth chart.
Yep.
Jameis Winston, Baker. Nah, I don't hate it.
No, I think that's good. I
Yeah.
think that's good. This one I also think is pretty good. My arguments are more up towards the top. My only argument is I think Sam Howell needs to come down.
Yeah.
Like-
I mean, we need. I'll give you that if he sucks this year.
Yeah.
We just need to see something from Sam Howell
Yeah, I guess.
because it's his first year starting. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh well, who Sam Howell? Obviously, I'm
Yeah.
going to say that when we play him, but
My whole thing is though, like this whole list is this whole like tier is listed as either first round picks or guys that have done something in the league. Like Sam Howell's not either of them.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And like
But hey, there's outliers to everything.
there is
everything.
I guess. Yeah,
So,
yeah. All right, we'll leave him there. That's cool.
who knows?
That's cool.
He could be the Kirk Cousins of
Yep.
the new Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna offer you a trade here. I think we'd bring down Matt Stafford and put Tua up. I think Tua's better than everybody on this list, and I don't really.
Too.
I don't feel like you can argue it.
I do too. My only thing is, I just need to see it another year from Tua. I need to be. I'm not completely sold that he's a franchise quarterback. Like the upside, yeah, the upside says franchise quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Everything surrounding him, as far as like injuries and like decision making under pressure and things like that.
Yep.
I need to see improvement in those areas for me to say that he's a franchise quarterback, because I feel like everybody just runs around with this franchise quarterback label anymore,
Yeah.
and they're not really franchise guys. We just say it just to be like, oh, well, like there's our guy.
I guess.
So Matt Stafford's a more
my
proven
thing, though.
commodity.
Here's my
I know
thing,
he's
though.
coming off of an injury, but
Yeah.
Matt
Here's-
Stafford is one of those dudes
He is.
when healthy.
He is. He is. I just my thing is with Tua is though, like he was in MVP discussions last year. before he got hurt. And if we're not holding the injury against Matt Stafford, we shouldn't hold it against Tua.
Yeah, but the thing,
But
thing
Tua
about
was
it is,
so good last year. The Dolphins were clicking last year, humming.
my only thing is that like I've seen it from Matt Stafford before.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, he's been around a lot longer than Tua. We've seen it,
Yeah.
but I mean, in clutch situations, we've seen Matt Stafford like win games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have to make quick decisions.
Here's the thing, though, too. You could also argue, I can give that to Stafford, but I can also say he was on a bad team for a long time. So a lot of games were close, and he had a lot more clutch opportunities. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but anytime I see Tua, it's just errant throw, bad read, things that franchise quarterbacks don't do. Like, I can count the number of times last year that Jalen Hurts had an errant throw or bad decision on one hand. That's how many times, and he is franchise guy, no question.
Yeah.
Like, he consistently makes the right play. I need a guy to consistently make the right play. Not that Tua doesn't make the right play.
I can say the same thing about Josh Allen. And there's no way we're bringing Josh Allen down, and there's no way he's not a franchise guy. And
because Josh Allen has gone on playoff runs.
Tua didn't get the chance last year because he got hurt.
Okay.
Listen, it's not like I can't pin that on Tua, bro. He got a concussion. He got concussions.
I know, but man, bro. I don't know.
All right, fine. We'll leave him there, but we're gonna revisit this list. Okay,
that's fine. We got to revisit it. We can revisit it, and if he proves me wrong, he proves me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to see him improve in those areas for me to say, all right, he's a franchise guy.
Yeah. Okay. I don't hate that.
Not that he hasn't had like clutch moments or made good plays and pressure. I haven't seen him do it consistently.
Yeah, that's fair, bro. That's fair. Okay. Next list, franchise quarterbacks: Herbert, Allen, Lamar, Stafford, the Prince, Dak, and Goff. If it's me, I would bring Rodgers down a franchise, and I would put Herbert up, and I would probably put. I don't know. It might be too early for Trevor, but I think Trevor's another one of.
I don't hate that. I don't hate swapping Herbert and Rodgers.
Yeah.
I think both of them are going to have a really good season.
Mm-hmm.
Kellen Moore might be the missing link there in LA.
Mm-hmm.
So we might see Justin Herbert throw for 5,000.
Yeah. Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers has yet to throw for 5,000. I don't see that happening. So
yeah,
like the biggest thing for him is like he needs to throw for a little bit more yards because he did break 4,000 last year. But his MVP year, he only threw for 4,300. The big thing that did it was the 3 interceptions to 38 touchdowns.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Now, if Rodgers can do that, then yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be the guy that can he might throw for 10 picks, which isn't a lot. 10 picks isn't that much anymore. Like, I feel like every time we talk about interceptions, like people are like, wow, 10's a lot. No, it's not. 10's less than 1 a game.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think Herbert can do a lot of the things that Rodgers can do. And I think Herbert has the better chance at winning an MVP.
Yeah.
Or being I think
an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't hate that.
Yeah.
I don't hate swapping them for now.
Okay. We'll swap them.
I just like the upside of Aaron Rodgers this year.
I do too. I do.
He's
my quarterback. Should I be making an argument against my quarterback? No, but I'm just trying to be objective about it. I just think, no one's had a better start to their career statistically than Justin Herbert. Even Mahomes. He's thrown for more yards and touchdowns than Mahomes in the first 3 years of his career.
Yeah. So he'll be in that conversation at some point. Maybe it's now. Now he has Kellen Moore, who's a pretty good offensive coordinator.
And then
I pump
think
the brakes on the Trevor Lawrence and the MVP.
yeah,
I think it's a little too early for that. He
might
has
be.
the upside that he could be in the conversation this year if the Jags play very well, which they could.
I do
And when we
think
did our
Trevor
schedule
Lawrence.
prediction, I had them starting off it was like 7-1 or something, like 6-1, 7-1.
I really do think though, at the end of the year, next year, at the end of this year, this is our top 5 quarterbacks in football. 100%, without a doubt, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, if you're comfortable with putting Herbert in there instead of Rodgers, I'm good with it. I'm good with the rest of the list then.
I'm good with that. I think you need to take that Mahomes tier off. I think you're dick riding a little bit too much.
Bro, he is the best, and it's not close.
That's fine.
It's not close.
That's fine, but
all right,
I don't think he's in another stratosphere than Jalen Hurts.
I'll do this. How about that?
That's fine.
The best. Okay?
The best. That's fine.
Actually, no. You know what? I won't. That even sounds a little cocky. I'll just do this. QB1.
And now you got to put Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow up there. Because they're QB1 too.
No, he's the QB1.
Okay, so then just put the QB1.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
What's with this Mahomes hate?
It's not Mahomes hate. I just think you're
Mahomes
giving this man too much virtual neck.
It's
cool to give a man his props. I give Mahomes his credit. You're just on his knob a little too much. Pause.
But I can't explain it.
Exactly, bro, because it's like virtual.
No, actually, I can explain it, okay? He's had the greatest start to an NFL career in history. He's the best talent we've ever seen play the game. If he wins 5 Super Bowls, he's already 40% of the way there 6 years in. Like, if he wins 5 Super Bowls, he's going to be the GOAT. He's going to throw for 70,000 yards and 500 some touchdowns. He's going to win more MVPs. Yeah. He's just like no one on this screen is going to touch his career. No one's going to touch it. You know what I mean? Yes, year to year we could have the discussion like, oh, maybe this guy's the best. Maybe this guy's the best. Mahomes.
Yeah. Longevity, yeah.
Mahomes is going to have the best career out of all these guys by far.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think you're dick riding a little too much.
He's got the most Super Bowl wins out of all these guys.
He does.
Out of every starting quarterback in the league, he's got the most Super Bowls.
It's cool.
And he's been in the league 6 years.
That's fine. I still I don't know. I'm not. It's not Mahomes hate.
I know. You're pulling for your guy Jalen, like to try to, and I get it. I get it. I'm just saying, bro. You have to like. We did it for Peyton. We did it for Montana. We got to do it for him. He's quarterback 1.
Brady.
Closed book. Not a question. Can't talk about it. It's him and everyone else. It should be that way.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because it is.
I think you're on his jockstrap a little bit too.
But I mean, here's the thing though. I mean, like now I have Jalen as a top 3 quarterback in football. This is me not taking a shot.
Yeah.
But the whole thing of you saying I need to see it again, I could say the same thing about Jalen. He's only had one MVP type career. I mean, one MVP type season. Again, it was incredible. He's a top 3 quarterback. But I could say the same thing.
You could.
I could.
But I've seen him improve year over year.
Yes, of course.
So I already know what's coming.
Which yes, of course. I'm not arguing that. I'm not talking shit on him, but I'm just saying though, like I can say the same thing about Jalen. That's all. Mahomes has done it for 5 years straight. Yeah. Hasn't missed an AFC Championship game as a starter.
Yeah, that's true.
Like what am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
Like, I'm supposed to look at his career so far and be like, listen, I mean, he's good, but this guy beneath him, no.
He could be. He could be.
No. It's
Jalen could start doing that in the NFC. You never know.
End of the book. That's it.
I think it's going to be Mahomes and Hurts for years to come.
No, it's Mahomes. And then everyone else is going to figure out who's playing in the NFC Championship game, AFC Championship game. Arrowhead Invitational.
Arrowhead Link Invitationals.
No.
Yes.
The Eagles have to get the one seed at least twice in a row, bro.
And they're going to do it again this year.
All
and
right.
guess what? Link Invitational.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. But anyways, that's our list. I think it's pretty good, personally.
Yeah.
So, like,
I don't hate that.
tomorrow's football, bro.
Oh, man, I can't wait. Listen, y'all got to tap in with the parlay.
Yes. Go back in the
50%
video.
profit boost.
Take a look at the parlay we built. Okay, take a look. Bet with us because we're going to be right. Okay, we're going to make FanDuel lose all their money. It's going to happen. Okay. Ride every single spread bet that I took this week.
You're going to lose
bet
money,
on them
especially
all.
on the
Bet on them
425 game when the Eagles go into Foxborough. Don't put your mortgage on that game, or else you're going to be living in a box.
Maybe. It's possible. But no, dude, I'm so excited for tomorrow. I can't wait.
Oh, man, me too. We may or may not be streaming it, a watch party.
Yep. Check our
Play by
Twitter.
play.
That's where we'll update everyone on Twitter. We'll put the links in Twitter. Make sure you follow our Twitter because you people don't be doing that. Make sure you follow the Twitter. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Like the pod. Go check out our shorts. Check out our posted videos. We've got some good content out now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you pay attention. So, with that being said, it's been the Day One podcast. Okay.
Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes. Tell a friend
Tap
to tell
in.
a friend. Tap in. Whether you're on a boat, you're on a bus, you're on a plane, you can find our content anywhere because there's internet everywhere.
Yeah.
Unless you're broke. Then I understand. You go to friends'
or you're
house.
Amish.
Yeah. Or you're Amish.
don't do internet.
They don't. Speaking of which, there was an Amish guy at work today. He was wearing no shoes. But anyways, yeah. Day One podcast. You already know what it is. I'm Kyle. That's Anthony. We'll catch y'all later.
Peace.